or anything. It was all a blur.
Now, did you have on long nails that night?
I did. My nails were broken off.
That was during your
with
fight
the
with Tory?
altercation with Tory,
Okay.
correct. So now we get in the vehicle. Quan gets back in the driver's side. Tory gets in the, now replaces Megan's seat. So he's in the front passenger. Megan gets in where I was sitting, which is now behind Tory. And now I'm behind Quan.
How is Megan looking at this point? Is she crying? Is she upset? Is she scared? Anything? Can you tell?
Megan was, I was screaming. I was tripping. I was having a panic attacks. Megan honestly was very calm. And that's what made me think that they had a conversation in the driveway where I don't know. That's my assumption, but she wasn't in distraught. I was in distraught more than her, sorry, that just upsets me.
It's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, I can get tissue, or if you need a break, just let me know, okay?
Megan is in the back seat with her feet propped up on her, with the towels with the blood. We seen the crime scene. They ask you, how's Megan acting in the back seat? Oh, Megan's cool. And Megan's the one that shot and hurt. Well, Megan's cool. I was tripping. I was going through something. Megan got shot. When we see Megan in the ambulance, did I play the ambulance footage yet? Oh, I ain't played the ambulance footage yet. Megan's in the ambulance crying. Megan is crying on the street when she get out the car. But she was cool as a cucumber after the whole scene.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's all right.
I was going around and just no one's at
Thank you.
Clarity.
And like I said, Kelsey, if you need a break or anything at the moment, or if you want to just get through this one.
No, I just want to get through it.
Okay.
So you said Megan appeared like calm. You were distraught. Let's take it from there.
She's like, Kelsey, call Ferris, which is, co-manager, manager, person that's with her every day. Sorry, I want to make sure I didn't lose my train of thought. So we're driving down. We were heading home, which was like at the top of the hill.
You're listening
I
to
guess
Street
he
TV.
made a U-turn or took another road off to where we ended up back on, I guess, Sunset Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we're going. Just driving. We didn't really have a destination, but I believe I did like to say we need to take her to the hospital.
Y'all going for that one too? Y'all going for that one too? Oh, she shot. And they going home? Y'all not going to the hospital? She shot and y'all going home. Then she changed her mind. Oh, I don't know where we was going. Wait. The girl's in the back seat of the car bleeding out. And y'all going to the house? Y'all not going to the hospital? And y'all think it's bullets? And you just said you thought she was shot? But y'all going to the house. Then you say, oh, no, I don't think we was going to the house. Maybe, I don't know where we was going. Maybe we was going to go to the hospital. Shout out to the smart dummies out here. Y'all so smart.
Co-manager, manager, person that's with her every day. Sorry, I want to make sure I didn't lose my train of thought. So we're driving down. We were heading home, which was like at the top of the hill.
You're listening
I
to
guess
Street
he
TV.
made a U-turn or took another road off to where we ended up back on, I guess, Sunset Boulevard. And I don't know where we're going. Just driving. He didn't really we didn't really have a destination, but I believe I did say we need to take her to the hospital. So Megan, she says Kelsey called Ferris. I had already tried calling Ferris. We had bad signal, so it didn't go through. I had sent a text to her security. I sent a text to her security at the time.
Is that Justin?
That's Justin. And because they weren't answering the calls, so I think I said help 911. Tory shot Meg, or
Do you still have that text?
I'll have to go through my old phone and.
I'm going to show you a photograph here. This is a document titled Text Message Justin Edison.
Mhm.
Just take a look at that.
I believe that's it. I'll have to look at my.
Okay, but that looks like the message that you sent.
Yeah, I don't think it's edited or anything. But.
Okay, so you said help, Tory shot Meg, 911.
Right.
Okay.
Mind you, I didn't even know that there was already a call that had been made. So I sent him a text.
You would send a text. This ain't funny. I don't mean to laugh. But you would send a text to a bodyguard, help 911, but you won't dial 911 on your phone. Don't you know it's easier to pick up your phone, dial 911 and talk to the police than it is to say, help, Megan been shot, 911, help. Where's he coming to help y'all at? Yo, shout out to the smart dummies. She called. She texted security. 911. Okay. All right.
I think I texted Travis Ferris. I think I texted him. I know I dropped him our location.
Now she texts T. Ferris too and drop her location. Why? For what? Were you scared of Tory? So you text two people and don't call the police? We are gonna. All right, she texts two people and then call the police. Maybe she ain't know how to add up 911 or dial now. Or well, she did text the dude and say 911 help. I'm a little confused, but I'm gonna go with the smart dummies for a minute. Let's go with the smart dummies.
I also sent a message to my mom, and I was like, help.
And she sends a message to her mom. It says help. What is her mother gonna do for her in LA if her mother's in Houston, dude? She texts her mother help. She texts T. Ferris help. She texts the security help 911. She reached out to 3 people for help, but not the police. Shout out to the smart dummies out there.
Just frustrates me because, I was really hurt. And they just make it seem like it's mentally nothing. Just. I believe that's it. I'll have to look at my.
Okay, but that looks like the message that you sent.
Yeah, I don't think it's edited or anything. But.
Okay, so you said help, Tory shot Meg, 911.
Right.
Okay.
Mind you, I didn't even know that there was already a call that had been made. So I sent him a text. I think I texted Travis Ferris. I think I texted him. I know I dropped him our location. And I also sent a message to my mom, and I was like, help. Just frustrates me because, like, I was really hurt. And they just make it seem like it's mentally, like, nothing. I sent a help message to my mom.
And when you say you were hurt, you were physically hurt, mentally hurt?
I didn't even realize I had bruises, but my adrenaline was so high. When I say hurt, I mean emotionally.
Yeah.
Like,
Were you scared
I
too?
was scared, like,
What were you scared about when you were in that?
I don't know. I just was scared, like everything that had just happened,
Do you remember what you texted your mom?
I think I still have the messages. It was on Facebook Messenger. Because my mom, she's an Android, so like she's always on Facebook, so I knew she could see it. I think I also sent her a help message.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah. This ain't funny. I don't mean to be laughing, but she hit her mother on Facebook. She hit her mother on Facebook. Hey, yo, she ain't called mother phone. She hit her mother on Facebook because her mother's always on Facebook 4 a.m. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, she hit her mother on Facebook. Help! Ma, I hope you're on Facebook. She in LA 4 a.m. Houston is Midwest. It got to be at least 1 a.m, midnight, 2 a.m, somewhere around there. She hit her mother on Facebook. So she goes to the Facebook app instead of the phone and dial 911. She goes to the text messages. His T. Ferris, the security, help, 911, help. She goes off the text message and goes into Facebook, pulls up her Facebook and hits her mother. Don't even call her mother on the phone. You don't call your mother on the phone and say, "Ma, I've been shot. I got beat up. Megan got shot." You gonna hope when she's on Facebook in the weary hours of the night. And y'all believe this story. Shout out to the smart dummies out there. So you in trouble, you hit your mother on Facebook? So all the people that is sitting there saying all this bullshit, and Tory confessed on the phone, whatever. You telling me a nigga shoot you, you gonna hit your mother on Facebook? Facebook. Not even the text message like T. Ferris and the security. You hit your mother on Facebook. Ma, I hope you on Facebook right now. This nigga beat my ass. Y'all, man. Y'all are the smartest, dumbest people in the world, bro.
just frustrates me because, like, I was really hurt. And they just make it seem like it's mentally, like, nothing. I sent a help message to my mom.
And when you say you were hurt, you were physically hurt, mentally hurt?
I didn't even realize I had bruises, but my adrenaline was so high. When I say hurt, I mean emotionally.
Yeah.
Like,
Were you scared
I
too?
was scared, like,
What were you scared about when you were in that?
I don't know. I just was scared, like everything that had just happened,
Do you remember what you texted your mom?
I think I still have the messages. It was on Facebook Messenger. because my mom, she has an Android, so like she's always on Facebook, so I knew she could see it. I think I also sent her a help message.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we're driving, and I also had made a phone call. Nobody was answering, and it was the person at the time that I was talking to. I made a phone call to him because I knew he'd pick up, and he picked up, and I let him listen to everything that was going on. I just had the phone. I told him, hey, like, this just happened. I need to stay on the phone, you know.
So you had your phone on an open line where
It was an open line.
basically he could hear what was happening inside the car.
Correct.
Why did she do that at that point?
Because, again, I was scared, and nobody had answered our calls. This is the only person I knew, just in case.
Yeah.
I don't know what's next. So, anyways.
So she's scared. So she called her other nigga, and Tory's her nigga, but she called her other nigga. Hey, yo, you cannot make this shit up. She called another nigga in Houston and say, yo, this just happened. I need you to stay on the phone with me because I'm scared. Why not call the police? And you smart dummies believe this shit.
And it was the person at the time that I was talking to.
Do you remember what you texted your mom?
I think I still have the messages. It was on Facebook Messenger. Because my mom, she has an Android, so like she's always on Facebook, so I knew she could see it. I think I also sent her a help message.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we're driving, and I also had made a phone call. Nobody was answering, and it was the person at the time that I was talking to. I made a phone call to him because I knew he'd pick up, and he picked up, and I let him listen to everything that was going on. I just had the phone. I told him, hey, like, this just happened. I need to stay on the phone, you know.
So you had your phone on an open line where
It was an open line.
basically he could hear what was happening inside the car.
Correct.
Why did she do that at that point?
Because, again, I was scared, and nobody had answered our calls. This is the only person I knew, just in case.
Yeah.
I don't know what's next. So, anyways, Megan had her leg on me. I still never had looked down at her foot, or if I did, I don't recall seeing her injuries or how damaged or whatever she was. I'm in distraught. So Tory is like demanding, like, shut up, like Kelsey, shut up, you know. And the police, we're driving down the street, and the police, you know, they're coming. The policeman was behind us, but at that point, I don't think they knew this was the vehicle they were looking for. So Quan pulled over, or let them go by, and they went by. And now we're getting to our last, you know, the final moment. Now the helicopter is over the vehicle, and all the cops are behind us, and that's when, you know,
And you can hear that the sirens are going.
Sirens
Okay.
are going.
Is Tory saying?
Pull
yes?
over. He is. He was saying things just like, please, y'all don't say anything, please. I'm about to sign a big deal or something, and like, I'll give both of you guys $1 million each. And I believe Megan's like, huh? You know, we're like, what? But that was the end of that. I will be very honest. Megan's, I don't know. I feel like they had a conversation either at the driveway or at the bus stop. I don't know where it happened, but she was very calm.
Mhm.
She wasn't upset. She didn't seem upset with him. I was confused because I'm like I'm distraught,
Yeah.
you know. But her demeanor was very like she was okay. Like
Maybe
I
she's
really
in shock.
maybe she was in shock. I don't know. I can't really.
Yeah.
I don't know. So now the vehicle's pulled over. The cops are demanding us to get out. I believe they asked Quan to get out first, then Tory, Megan, and then me, if I'm not mistaken. The
Was
cops
that
came.
scary?
It was very scary and it's humiliating and
Yeah.
embarrassing. I've never have been to jail, never have been to cuffs, never
Yeah.
have been in anything like that. They actually, you can see the TMZ clip, they actually have me spread my legs super wide.
Mhm.
You can look at the clip. You know, you can, it's, the clip is there. You can hear me like, okay, I'm saying, okay. Once they come, I think it was a female officer that put me in cuffs, and I told her, I verbatim, I said, please don't put your knee in my back. This is when George Floyd, that whole situation happened.
This is right after that, or close in time to that.
This is
That's
very,
yeah.
very recent.
Okay.
And she's like, she assured me that it's okay,
Mhm.
you know. From there, I guess
You're listening
they
to Street TV.
handcuffed us. We didn't say, you know, I honestly, like I said, my adrenaline was high. If they asked me about injuries, I wasn't really worried about myself at that point. I was worried about Megan, so I didn't even care to speak on myself, which I almost regret. They take Megan. She's sitting on the curb. They have me here on the opposite side, Tory and Quan. And I'm not sure what she did. Well, I now know what was disclosed.
I just got a question for the smart dummies. Since y'all say Tory's so guilty, right? Kelsey called 4 people before the police came. And she's scared, help, 911, Tory shot Megan. When they are in police custody, why didn't she tell the truth if she was so scared? There are kids that will see their parents hurt or something and pick up a phone and call 911. Kids, not even 8 years old, that know to pick up the phone when it's an emergency and save a life. Y'all telling me, even after the police came and she was so, remember, she's so fucking scared. She's Facebooking her mom. She texting T. Ferris. She texting the security. She got the nigga on the phone the whole time. And if Tory was defense was smart, they would have subpoenaed that nigga that she said that she called and had on the open line. I would have subpoenaed that nigga and have, what did you hear on the phone the whole time when they was in the car? What was that conversation in the car, sir? Since you was listening. Now you get to the police. And none of y'all tell the police what happened, but y'all was all scared. You done called 4 people. You got this nigga on the phone to make sure nothing happened. Now the police come to your rescue and y'all don't say nothing? Nobody? Until 3 years later, you telling this story?
You know, I honestly, like I said, my adrenaline was high. If they asked me about injuries, I wasn't really worried about myself at that point. I was worried about Megan, so I didn't even care to speak on myself, which I almost regret. They take Megan. She's sitting on the curb. They have me here on the opposite side, Tory and Quan. And I'm not sure what she did. Well, I now know what was disclosed, but at that point I didn't know. Ferris arrived. By the time he arrived, they were wheeling Megan off, I believe in like a wheelchair or a bed. I can't recall. They put her in the ambulance, and they took us, to.
Did you ride an ambulance with her?
No,
Separate car.
it was. I was in a cop car.
Okay.
I actually went to the jailhouse, and again, I thought that was a normal thing to do. Well, with this situation, I didn't know if I was supposed to be in an ambulance or anything. I don't know the rules. So they took us. They put me in a room. They came in, took pictures, if I'm not mistaken. I honestly don't recall them swabbing my hand for any residue or anything. And
You don't recall it happening, but it could have happened. You just don't remember.
no, I really don't unless because I don't know how that works. What the swab part is.
Yeah.
I don't even remember them disclosing that they were about to swab me, and I know that I would remember that unless again I had very high adrenaline. Maybe that part. I don't believe they swabbed me. Just that's my knowledge. I know they came in and took pictures. So stayed over. They took us, I guess, to a room. Asked if I wanted to say what happened, and I just did what I know in situations like this for movies and stuff. I just asked for, I was going to get a lawyer.
Now, you safe, you're in the precinct. They ask you what happened. And you say, oh, I did what they do in the movies. I told them I need a lawyer. You're the fucking victim. What you need a lawyer for? If you're the victim, what do you need a lawyer for? They asking you what happened. You sit here giving these prosecutors a whole statement. Why you ain't telling these prosecutors when you gave the statement you needed a lawyer? So your friend gets shot, you get beat up, police got you in the precinct, they ask you what happened, you say, I need a lawyer. You only need a lawyer to defend yourself of a crime. You don't need a lawyer when you're the victim. So what is it that you didn't want to say? That you telling the police, yo, I need a lawyer. What the fuck? Yo, shout out to the smart dummies. Y'all just so goddamn smart.
I honestly don't recall them swabbing my hand for any residue or anything. And
You don't recall it happening, but it could have happened. You just don't remember.
no, I really don't unless because I don't know how that works. What the swab part is.
Yeah.
I don't even remember them disclosing that they were about to swab me, and I know that I would remember that unless again I had very high adrenaline. Maybe that part. I don't believe they swabbed me. Just that's my knowledge. I know they came in and took pictures. So stayed over. They took us, I guess, to a room. Asked if I wanted to say what happened, and I just did what I know in situations like this for movies and stuff. I just asked for, I was going to get a lawyer. So the next morning,
To the smart dummies in the chat who's trying to make sense out of why she didn't tell the police what happened and ask for a lawyer. You smart dummies. You're a victim. The police is there to save you, and you tell them, oh, I don't want to say nothing. But you texting people saying you in danger. You texting people saying Tory shot Megan. You texting people all this bullshit. Now you in the comforts of the police. And you don't want to talk? Come on, y'all. Yeah, there's some real stupid people out here in this world, bro.
They released me, and
Well,
I honestly don't recall them swabbing my hand for any residue or anything. And
You don't recall it happening, but it could have happened. You just don't remember.
no, I really don't like unless because I don't know how that works. What the swab part is.
Yeah.
I don't even remember them disclosing that they were about to swab me, and I know that I would remember that unless again I had very high adrenaline. Maybe that part. I don't believe they swabbed me. Just that's my knowledge. I know they came in and took pictures. So stayed over. They took us, I guess, to a room. Asked if I wanted to say what happened, and I just deal what I know in situations like this from movies and stuff. I just asked for, I was going to get a lawyer.
Mhm.
So the next morning, 8, they released me, and
So it was like 4 hours later about, or that you didn't spend the night at the jail, right?
definitely spent the night. Well, I mean, I was there all night.
It was that same night though.
Oh yes, that
Yeah.
same.
So
that
then
same,
you got released like
that
after
morning.
several hours that
Correct.
morning. Okay.
So when you get released, at some point you make a trip over to the hospital, correct?
So when I get released, they released me and Quan together, and outside of the jail, Quan said he made a comment and was like, "Money talks" or something similar to those words. I don't know.
Did you have him elaborate on that, or did you ask?
No, I didn't ask. I was confused. He also said that Tory was trying to protect me, and I said, "Protect me from what?" He's like, "You'll find out later." Like everybody was playing mind games with me. I don't know what's going on. His friend, Quan's driver arrived. Her friend arrived, and he was like, "Man, what? Why? He was like, why would he like? He was like." I can't believe he did that. He asked if I was okay. This is Tory's, I think, best friend. I don't know his name or a friend. They were just all associated.
Yeah.
And he asked if I was okay.
To Street TV.
And I'm just like, yeah, I'm still kind of in disbelief and shock. I called Megan's manager and I was like, hey, can somebody come pick me up? Actually, I texted her security or I called him, one of the two, and he said, call Jilly. So I called her or texted. I'll have to go back and see. And she came immediately. I went to her house. She gave me a pair of changed clothes because my clothes were ripped from the altercation. Discarded them in her house. From there, I asked her, like, how was Megan? Can I see Megan? We went to the hospital. I sat outside the hospital. I was not outside the room or anything. I was actually outside, sitting in the car on the street.
Okay.
She said that Megan couldn't have guests. So I thought that was accurate. I thought that was true. And I'm still sitting in the car. I received a call from a jail. Didn't think that it was Tory because I actually knew somebody in jail and he had called often and I would answer his call. And so I just thought it was him because it was normal for him to call early or later. So when I answered it, it was Tory. Honestly, I know in that call he did ask where Megan was, and I believe I told him in the hospital. Believe he apologized.
And what do you think he was apologizing for?
I mean, everything that unfolded that night and the incident.
Okay.
That was that.
Hey, smart dummies. Why didn't Kelsey say he apologized for shooting Megan? Smart dummies. Why didn't she say he apologized for shooting Megan? Since y'all saying that he admitted it on the phone call.
And I mean, I never got to see Megan since then.
Yeah.
You didn't see her at all since she went to the hospital?
No, it was.
She said she haven't seen Megan since then. Since the incident, she has not seen Megan since then. If Kelsey didn't do nothing to Megan, why Megan ain't fucking with Kelsey no more, y'all? Since that day. Her best friend that she went to college with, that she lived with, that was her assistant, that moved to California living with her. Now you can't see me in the hospital. You send me a plane ticket to leave in 2 hours, and I can't even go back to your house. And y'all don't think she did nothing to Megan? And she ain't do nothing to Megan? And Megan don't rock with her to this very day. But she was protecting Megan this whole time, and Megan don't rock with her at all since that day. But she didn't do nothing to Megan. She didn't do nothing to Megan. She didn't shoot. She didn't fight her. Nothing. Tory did all this to her and Megan do not fuck with Kelsey today. From that same day. Today. Almost 3 years. Y'all smart dummies are the smartest dummies in the world.
Did you talk to Megan at least over the phone or text at some point?
Later on in text messages, we did talk. She had finally texted me, but you know, this is somebody that I was with for years, day to day, every day. I know her. Like, that was my best friend. I knew her like the back of my hand. I honestly still feel like I know her like the back of my hand. Nothing's really changed. I'm somebody that, you know, like, I know everything. I'm the first person. Her team's going to make sure I'm right there. Kelsey doesn't leave Megan's side. That's how we operate.
Right.
So when I just, you know, I kept asking, can I see Megan? I actually went back to the house. Can I see Megan? Can I see Megan? I'm still checking for her. Nobody's kind of giving me any information on it.
Hey, smart dummies, we need answers. All you smart dummies in the comments, we need answers. Why isn't her bestie not taking her calls? Why she can't see Megan? If she didn't do nothing to Megan, and they've been best friends, they've been every day, they know each other like the back of their hands. I still know it like the back of my hand. Why isn't she not talking to Kelsey? Smart dummies, type. Please type. Smart dummies. We need y'all to make this make sense. Smart dummies, help us. Why haven't she talked to Kelsey since the incident all the way to this day? And they was best friends. They did everything together. She worked for her. She lived with her.
It's really changed. I'm somebody that, you know, like, I know everything. I'm the first person. Her team's going to make sure I'm right there. Kelsey doesn't leave Megan's side. That's how we operate.
Right.
So when I just, you know, I kept asking, can I see Megan? I actually went back to the house. Can I see Megan? Can I see Megan? I'm still checking for her. Nobody's kind of giving me any information on it. So I kept blowing it off. I was like, okay, maybe can't have guests.
You're listening to Street TV.
Desiree, Rock Nation. She told me that Megan was going to be down for a while, almost a year. And I believed it.
What do you mean she's going to be down for a while? What does that mean?
Like injured,
out of
injury,
commission.
We got a smart dummy here saying because she took the money from Tory. There was no money the day it happened. Hello? She didn't talk to her after the incident. While Megan's in the hospital, Kelsey got released. There's no money. Tory's still in jail. Smart dummies. Tory's still in jail. There's no money. Tory's still in jail. Kelsey's at the hospital. She can't see Megan. She can't go home. Smart dummies. Make it make sense. Smart dummies. Tory's still in jail, and Megan's not fucking with Kelsey. Make it make sense. Smart dummies.
Commission.
Okay.
I believed it. Mind you, I'm at this house. This house is big. I'm by myself. I'm still in shock. I had never even experienced PTSD, but I knew was really changed. I'm somebody that, like, I know everything. I'm the first person. Her team's gonna make sure I'm right there. Kelsey doesn't leave Megan's side. That's how we operate.
Right.
So when I just, I kept asking, can I see Megan? I actually went back to the house. Can I see Megan? Can I see Megan? I'm still checking for her. Nobody's kind of giving me any information on it. So I kept blowing it off. I was like, okay, maybe I can't have guests.
You're listening to Street TV.
Desiree, Rock Nation. She told me that Megan was going to be down for a while. Almost a year, and I believed it.
What do you mean she's gonna be down for a while? What does that mean?
Like injury, out of commission.
Okay.
I believed it. Mind you, I'm at this house. This house is big. I'm by myself. I'm still in shock. I had never even experienced PTSD, but I knew that day when I went back to the house, it was started to hit me.
Yeah.
So I had nobody with me. So I did ask, can I, hey, I might go back, I'm considering going back to Houston while Megan is healing, because they had already told me that she would be down, and they wouldn't let me go see her. So, or they said she couldn't have guests. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna consider going back to Houston until she's healed, and then I also need to go seek, treatment, make sure I'm okay. I had bruises all over me. My body was in pain. My back was hurting, which I disclosed to them. I said, so I'll let you know a date and a time to book my flight. So I actually ended up booking my support to come out to LA to be with me at the house. So I didn't need my flight anymore. But no sooner can I send that text, they had a flight booked for me like 2 hours later. Mind you, Megan had just asked me to get rid of my apartment. So I had like all my stuff there at the house. So me and Desiree Pettis, she communicated with me. I said, hey, like I have a flight in 2 hours. No, nobody told me, like, and I don't have, like, what am I supposed to do right here? Like my stuff. And she tells me that it's best that I find a rental in Houston, or just find a rental. LA is dangerous right now. That house isn't safe to be at, so I was like, okay, so just to be clear, you're telling me I need to move. I need to move after I just made an immediate move down here. Like, mind you, this is all while I'm confused and hurt and like, so I'm having to deal with all this, and I can't even just kind of try to get my mind right. So,
So if Desiree Perez telling her, yo, Megan's down for a year. Yo, you got to go, this, that, and the other. We're going to give you a ticket. First of all, Desiree Perez ain't no fucking nurse or doctor to know that fast that she's going to be down for a year. That's one. Second, Megan told Desiree and them some shit that Desiree and them was like, Kelsey, kick rocks. Get out of here. We getting you a flight. Whatever Megan told Rock Nation, they told Kelsey to kick rocks. You cannot see Megan. You cannot go back to the house. You can't live with her no more. Go back home. That's from Megan. That ain't from nobody. Tory's in jail at this moment. Quan got out. Kelsey got out. Tory's still locked up. He ain't get bailed out yet. Why are they not fucking with Kelsey? Why are they sending her home? It's because whatever Megan told Desiree and them about Kelsey, they are handling it. And Megan has not, and she's not speaking to Kelsey, and she can't come to the house, and she can't come to the hospital, and Desiree's telling her, yo, we gonna get you a plane ticket. Yo, you got to get out of here. It's dangerous here. You better go get her. You're not staying with Megan. You're not rocking with Megan. You're getting away from Megan. That's because of what Megan told Rock Nation.
So you know, so she's like, yes, and I'm like, okay. So I said, well, can you at least rebook my flight for a different date? Like, just let me try to get help to help me move my boxes and stuff. I had heavy stuff, and they said, okay, just let us know what day you want to leave. And the driver that had arrived, we actually were supposed to have we had other obligations, so a driver just appeared, thankfully, and he actually helped me get all my stuff out of that house. And I went and I booked a hotel, and yeah.
Did Tory try reaching you after the shooting?
He did.
What happened?
So the first call came through Quan, if I'm not mistaken, and he was whispering. And I'm like, who is this? He's like, big head. Stop acting like you don't know who this is. So I believe those are the words he said.
Big head? What's that?
Big head. I don't know. Like I said, we've never met, or like we've never had that. So I think, I don't know.
But you think it was Tory whispering to you on Quan's
No, it
phone?
wasn't. It was definitely Quan.
Oh, it was Quan was talking, okay.
Yeah. And basically he was just like, he had our stuff, I guess our suitcases and things had been released to him. And he had our stuff, you know, let's make arrangements to pick it up. And so I was okay to meet with him to pick my stuff up because, like, I have to go back to Houston. Every piece of item that I had, I needed, you know. And he was like, what was the other? I'm trying to remember his full. I believe that was really it.
And this was, the next day, or when was this?
Honestly, I would have to look back,
Okay.
and it wasn't far from that date.
Yeah.
I was trying to thought.
It's okay. It's a long day. You had a lot.
Yeah, I know.
So he asked you to go pick up, if you wanted to
The
pick up the
suitcases,
stuff.
suitcases, yes. So I dropped him, you know, my pin to my hotel. I believe this is the communication with me and the security guard. And I want to make sure I'm being accurate with that.
When you say the security guard, are we talking
Or
about
the
Quan?
driver, Quan. Sorry. I really don't know what the role was. He was
It's okay.
everything.
If it's easier, we can refer to Quan as Quan versus, like, you know,
Okay,
Justin
Quan.
as Megan.
Right. Okay. And so he came. He actually asked me to come to a studio location, and I said, no, I don't feel safe doing that. He's like, why? Like, you act like something's gonna happen, and I'm like, you know, I just don't feel safe doing that. You know, we're not friends. You know.
You're listening to Street TV.
When they came, it was Tory, Quan, and it was another individual. I don't know who he was. I think he was Caucasian, if I can't remember. Prior to me actually going out to meet with him, I did, you know, I updated my sister and I said, hey, like, just letting you know this is my location. You know, I was still taking safety precautions because I was scared still. And I got in the vehicle. Quan stepped out. Tory was driving. And, I'm not driving. He was on the driver's side. It was parked.
And this is outside of the hotel?
This is outside my hotel. And in that car, he was like, Kelsey, you know, he was very apologetic. Mind you, this is somebody, me, Megan, and him, we were all friends up until that night. Mm-hmm. So although I was scared, and I still was like, let me hear him out.
Mhm.
This night, it was a night gone bad.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol was involved, and I know he regretted it.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was just apologetic. He said, Kelsey, she attacked me with my artistry. That's what really bothered him, and that's what he put emphasis on. And I said, Tory, but you're wrong. You're wrong. I made sure I made him aware that he was wrong.
That what he did was wrong.
What you did was wrong. Like why would you pull out a gun? Like none of this is okay. And I told him, I'm not okay right now. Like my mental state is not okay. I have injuries. Like this is not right. I said, Megan is shot. She, or injured, or she's in the hospital.
Did he ever apologize to you?
Tory, he did apologize to me also. And he's just like, he's being very apologetic just for the whole situation. And I'm just like, you need to apologize directly with her also. I didn't know he had, at that point, I didn't know he had sent her messages. Me and Megan hadn't spoken. I'm reaching out, this prior to, I want to rewind, prior to me even taking that meeting, it was like her team, they were treating me very weird, very strange, and I didn't understand why. I was reaching out to her team, I'm asking them, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm staying in the hotel. And finally, I think I sent like a long message, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, what am I, me and Megan should be moving as a unit. Like, why am I being kind of pushed out? Y'all told me to move. Where am I supposed to go home to? Mm-hmm. Megan had asked me to get rid of my apartment, and that's what I did. I've always had my own things, own stuff, always pick, so she asked me to get rid of it, and I did. And so I finally sent like a text, and it was just like, this isn't right. And Megan finally had called. I think they kind of sensed like, Kelsey, mm-hmm. And she's like, Kelsey, find a place to stay in Houston. I'm gonna pay it up for a year. And I said, I said, Megan, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. She said, I'm gonna be down for a year. Like, Kelsey, I'm like, I can't walk. And I'm like,
was the idea when she said she was gonna pay for a place for a year, it was a place for also her to call home base in Houston?
No.
Okay. It was for you.
For me.
Just because she asked you to move, so she felt responsible that you didn't have a place and wanted to get you a place back in Houston.
Right.
Okay.
I never asked them to give me a spot.
So Megan is going to say, Kelsey, just go back to Houston. I'll pay for your spot for a year, this, that, and the third. But I still can't see you. I can't come sit down and have a conversation with you. Why are you mad at me? Why are you sending me home? Why are you firing me? What did I do? I'm your best friend. I fought this dude for you. I helped you when it. Why are you firing me and sending me home? This makes sense to any of y'all? If Kelsey didn't do nothing to Megan, why is Megan treating her like this?
They did this voluntarily and for a year, which was not normal, because we're supposed to move as a unit. Mind you, I had also found out that she had left to New York. I guess she caught a jet. So I was just confused. I was very confused. Like, I'm still here in LA, and y'all are, what's going on?
I felt like you're just in the dark.
I was very much in the dark. The people that I talk to every day and I'm with every day, and I would get.
So Megan gets up and leaves and goes to New York that same night. Kelsey's still stuck in LA. Megan goes off to New York. Why y'all think Megan left the city? Why y'all think Megan left? But she's down for a whole year. But she could go to go to the airport and go to New York. But she's down for a year. And she ain't taking you with her, Kelsey?